Okay, John Reagan, number one, wants us to show him our desktop. So, I've already done one of these videos, but I really didn't show anything except, of course, my monitor, which is a 19-inch Acer widescreen monitor, and my monitor arm in my little stop-motion video that I showed. I've always computed just, from the bed. And yeah, if you're going to do that, you really need one of these super duper monitor arms here. So yep, that's requirement number one for computing from the bed. Requirement number two is you need a keyboard that's also got the built-in mouse. And this particular one here, I have had it ever since my first computer over 10 years ago. I would hate to say how many miles this trackpad has on it. Quite a few. My finger is just about got it worn out here. And yeah, you can see the keyboard's pretty much dirty and beat up, and sometimes I have trouble finding the G spot on it. But it's fell out of bed. Probably fell out of bed 100 times. That's why it's missing a G key. Yeah, so I wonder it's not missing a whole bunch else. But yeah. Alright, so let me sort of get up and show an overview of things here. Back up here. Alright, we'll just start on the right side here. Like everybody, well, there's a guitar that someday I'll learn to play one song on it, but not today. Yeah, like everybody else, I've got plenty, two tripods. I got more elsewhere. Couple of printers. I like having more than one printer because you run out of ink, and sometimes you're pushed for time, and you want to just get whatever you're printing finished. So you just switch from one printer to the other. It's kind of neat. Both of these are Hewlett-Packard printers, a DeskJet here, PhotoSmart 1215 here. Both of them use like pretty large capacity ink cartridges, so that's kind of nice. Got all kind of CDs here, both burned ones and ones that came with all kind of software. There's some scissors here for some reason, tape measure for some reason, blank CDs, monitor wipes. Okay, moving on here. This is just a regular television, except I do have a security camera set up on it. Looks better in person than when you film monitors. You get all kind of weird effects, but actually it looks better in person what it does here. If you'll notice, it's got on 3 of the little squares here the vertical lines going down on it, and one of them doesn't. That's because this is a wired security camera. These 3 are wireless, and it's on the same frequency as my wireless network. And when you got it on the same frequency, you get interference like that. And this right here, this is what you call a multiplexer. That's what enables the TV to show the 4 frames like that, is this multiplexer. It's a color multiplexer. And much like everybody else, I have got just a huge snake's nest of wires here. This is a KVM switch. It allows you to run up to 4 computers on this while using just a single monitor and keyboard and mouse. So that's really quite handy and nice when you got more than one computer. Although I've pretty much got down where I mainly only use one these days, which is this Acer. This is a couple years old. It's a Acer Aspire. It's got an Athlon 64 processor, 4200 plus. This other one, which I used for a good many years, is well, it's in an Antec case. It's special. It's a really nice case designed to be quiet. But yeah, I built this particular one myself, so it's seen its better days actually. And moving on here, back here, we got our uninterruptible power supply, which I've always liked an uninterruptible. Even though I can't say it, I like uninterruptible power supplies. My computer will run about 10 minutes in a power outage. But I always try to turn it off like really quickly and unplug most everything from here, because I don't even know what's on here that's sucking power, except I don't unplug my DSL modem router here. And assuming my laptop is charged up, I can run my laptop and have internet access for about 3 hours with this router and this uninterruptible power supply. Right here we have a 1 terabyte external, rather dusty external hard drive, and it's hooked up to both the computers through this USB switch. So I can, just at the touch of a button or a keyboard shortcut, I can move that hard drive back and forth between computers. So yeah, and that's a really cool little switch there. They're really fairly inexpensive. Right here we've got my scanner, and one reason I don't have an all-in-one printer scanner is I've always preferred Epson scanners and Hewlett-Packard printers. So unless I get creative with some duct tape someday, I'll never have an all-in-one, probably never have an all-in-one printer scanner because of that. So, and I've got it sitting on this, well, it's on a, this is just a plain old end table, and I built this extra little thing. When I'm not using the scanner, I have it slid back like that, where I've got, you know, more space here. And then when I want to use my scanner, I just slide this forward here. And there, of course, there's some water and some hand cream. But this metal bracket here, you know, keeps it from going that way too far. And it's just not got room, of course, to fall off this direction. So yeah, that works out pretty well. And here the computers are sitting on just a Velcro on my sandals getting hung up. The computers are just sitting on an end table here, which this end table, you know, it's got one drawer on it. Drawer. It's got a drawer. Anyway, nice end. Well, yeah, somebody's had it painted at some time in the past, but yeah, I had to take one leg off of it for it to fit where it needs to fit here. And I put these 2x4s on it up to a piece of plywood to sort of, you know, give it another tier and make it more useful. Started one time to put even an extra tier on it up here, but I decided it would be more in the way than what it would be useful. So that, I hope, pretty much covers everything. And well, that is my desktop setup. Okay, see you later there, John Reagan.